Okay. It's your boy Brandon Chung, man, and I'm back at it again, man. I'm back at it yet again. We got a special guest. My friend, my guy, Cory, man. What's going on, bro?
What's up, bro? I'm
Man,
so excited to do this. This is the first time I've been interviewed.
yeah,
Well, besides for a job, but
I
nothing on YouTube or anything.
hey, it's a first interview for sports cards, man. Of course,
Yes,
a lot
sir.
of people do the first with me, bro. That's how it is. No, I'm just kidding. So, Cory, man. So people probably don't like know you like from the YouTube scene, right? So
No,
like,
probably not at all.
not at all. So like, give us like I don't know, maybe your sports card background, how you got into it. I mean, how you met with me, man. Give us like some of the intro stuff.
So, growing up, my dad and my uncle both collected sports cards, and that's really how I got interested in it. Like every Christmas, I'd ask for sports cards, I'd open boxes, but I never thought it would be like investment really. Like I knew that some of them would go up, but over the past year, it's been crazy to see like the market grow.
Yeah.
So watching like you, Gary V, um, like just other content creators, I thought that there was an opportunity in sports cards. So I started researching, and in I think it was April or May, I started buying. So I
Okay.
bought a Peyton Manning rookie card for
Ooh.
$60.
Hmm.
PSA 10. I thought it was super low for a Peyton Manning rookie card,
Mm.
and I actually bought it because he's going to be in the Hall of Fame soon,
Exactly. Yes.
and I was planning on selling it in like a year, and it doubled within like a month. So I sold it and then put it into something else, and then from there I
Dude.
just grew my portfolio.
Wow, that is crazy, man. So Peyton Manning, your first card to in April and
I
May.
went with
Okay.
a legend. I live in Indiana too, so
Oh, so that's
he's like, he's the goat,
he's the
goat
idol.
here.
Everybody saying hallelujah, Peyton Manning. Oh, I got you there. Yeah,
Right,
like Indiana, I went there and there's nobody like him. So you gotta get all those cultural icons and things like that. Ooh,
definitely.
that's crazy. That's crazy, man. And so after that, right? After your Peyton Manning, you went into more of the soccer cards, right? Or did that take longer? I forgot.
So, well, a little bit of background on me. I've played
Yeah.
soccer since I was like 5 years old. So
Okay.
soccer is my favorite sport. Um,
Heck yeah.
Soccer cards, have been pretty much worthless up until last year.
Yeah.
Like, besides maybe like your legends, like, Ronaldo, Messi, like past like R9, guys like that. I mean, there were Pele, like
Exactly.
most of these cards were like really cheap. Like Mbappe was super cheap last year,
Hmm.
and then the whole market just exploded. And I
Yeah. Yeah.
saw I saw an opportunity with soccer cards because I thought that people were kind of overlooking it. Like
Hmm.
still, even though it had rose like a
Sure.
tremendous percentage, I still thought it was too low because it's the most popular sport in the world.
Yeah.
It's it's global, and I figured like with it rising in America, people would start to pay attention to it more here since cards are bigger here and stickers are bigger like overseas.
Hmm.
So I just thought more people would get into it, and I started researching like all the different brands, and it's weird because most soccer cards like didn't have the rookies, like the
Yeah.
logo
Most of them. Not even until recently. It's
until yeah,
crazy.
until recently.
Yeah.
So it took a while to research, like, but I already knew the players, so there was one aspect that I already knew.
Yeah.
Um,
That's a good. That's a good point. Mhm.
But so I actually bought the Mbappe Prism for like
Yeah,
$150.
you told me that. The PSA
Yeah, I
10.
don't know what it is now, but I sold it for 700 right before the Champions League final.
Oh wow. Wait, did you
So
buy the
I sold it
PSA
at like its peak.
the PSA 9 or 10? For
It
people.
was raw.
Oh, it's raw. Oh my gosh. See?
I was like, that's crazy for a raw
Oh my
card.
god.
I figured like,
Yeah.
long term it could get there, but I didn't know it was gonna, 4x within it literally
Yeah.
4x in like 2 weeks
That's ridiculous,
because
man.
he was injured and people didn't know if he was gonna play.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I compared his card to Pulisic.
Hmm.
I don't know how you say his name,
Yeah,
Pulisic or
whatever. Who
Pulisic.
care? Who care? Hey, we all about mispronouncing names over here. It's all good. But Pulisic.
Um, Yeah, so I thought he was just too low because his
Yeah.
card Pulisic's card was going for like 3 times, and Mbappe is like, I mean, he's already won a World Cup. Like, Pulisic hasn't done much besides like he's the best American player, and
Right.
he's playing for Chelsea and he's popping off now. But at the time, he wasn't like
Exactly.
um I don't know. He's not on the same level as Mbappe. In my opinion, I thought that Mbappe should be worth more, so I bought the Mbappe's cards because I thought he
Yeah.
was priced too low,
I mean,
and
that's
it ends up I was right.
yeah, you're right. I mean, that's a great observation. You're thinking, Mbappe, man, 21-year-old. How many goals he scored at that time? Already 100. And Christian Pulisic is barely getting started with Chelsea. I mean, it was kind of obvious for you then.
Right.
But
And
now,
I mean, I love Pulisic, but
oh yeah, oh
he's
yeah,
not on the same level, right, as
not even,
Mbappe.
no, not
Not
even
yet,
close.
at
The
least.
the quickness is totally unmatched. It's like, oh my god, we're talking about two different tiers, totally different.
Well,
But
and France,
mhm,
I mean, when they won the World Cup, he was like, in my opinion, he was their best player. Like, he was
yeah,
arguably their best player at that age. Like, I
even
mean,
yeah,
and he
absolutely.
scored in the final. Like, he was a big part of them winning.
Absolutely. I mean, they did
So,
have an all-around team, but yeah, he was
right,
he was that energy they needed. I mean,
right.
he just cut through the line so quick, and he messed up the Argentina team. Ooh, sorry, Messi, but
Yeah, bro, he destroyed them.
I know, man.
He's so good. He's so fun to watch, and he's
Yeah,
so like obviously I don't know him personally, but he seems like a great dude, which is another aspect of investing in cards.
yeah,
Is this guy likable? Some
exactly,
people like
exactly.
they might be polarizing, so that could attract people to buy their cards. But
Yeah.
Mbappe is like super popular worldwide, and
Hmm.
he seems very humble. And I mean, he's the best young soccer player in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
So
He really is though. I mean, sometimes I've been scared to invest in him. Sometimes I've been okay. Right now, I'm not. But I mean, what do you think about the market now, man? Like some of the Mbappe cards have came down, like a Don Russ and the Optic, and all the World Cup prisms. So a lot of the modern cards are just, 2014 World Cup prism. Oh my goodness, boom. So what do you think about all that, man?
well, I think that the peak showed like the potential,
Yeah,
of the market of like people being interested and there's enough demand to get to that price.
I think so.
But I think what happened is that it rose so quickly that people started to become a little scared of like this can't continue and they started getting out of it so that they wanted their profits. And
Yeah,
I think that it just rose so quick that people started to sell off because they realized like this can't go on forever. And
exactly.
I think from now like there's going to be steady growth still. It just all at once there was a huge boom. And
Yeah,
I think like right now could be a good time to buy because you've already seen the potential of what these cards could get to. There's a World Cup coming up. There's Euros coming
yeah,
up. Like
With the
There's a
Euros or
bunch of events coming up in the next couple of years that's
mhm.
going to bring a lot of attention to soccer. And I don't think cards are going anywhere.
Yeah, and plus the Champions League too.
Right.
They
Yeah.
just had a draw the other day on Manchester United. Oh my gosh,
Bro,
they.
they are a disaster.
Oh, my team is in shambles. Honestly, I'm like, should I be a Manchester United fan at this point? It's been 5 long years, man. But Tottenham, oh my goodness, say no less. Man, I mean, did you see that game?
I watched the highlights and it was bad.
See, that's the thing about modern players sometimes. You can say Rashford and Greenwood look good. All of a sudden, they just get dismantled by Tottenham. And they have to verse Newcastle October 17th, which is not easy. Continuously have to verse tough teams. So, I don't know. I think the soccer card, like you said, it does have steady growth. But you have to be careful, like especially like the younger players. I don't know what you think because like Mason, nobody's talking about Mason Greenwood right now. You know what I mean? Martial just
Yeah,
punched a dude in the face, so he just punched a dude in the face. Boom! I mean, a red card. Come on, man. But anyway.
yeah, that's crazy. I mean, with modern players, you have to be careful because, what if they get hurt? What if they just don't pan out, especially prospects that, like, I mean, Fati looks really good right now.
Yes, yes,
Like
yes,
I mean, he's balling, but
yes. Ronald Koeman took control of that Barcelona club. I think so.
yeah,
Fantastic. But nonetheless,
but
it,
you got to be careful, and that's actually why I'm starting to get more into investing in whole sets because with the sets you get a ton of different players, you get legends and like rookies.
yeah,
So
exactly.
it's a lot safer to invest that way, and I also like investing in players that have proven themselves, like
Yes.
Ronaldo, Messi.
Oh yes.
I mean, I'm
Neymar.
probably like 80% into players like that. And
Okay.
you can even flip a Ronaldo or a Messi. Like it's
Exactly.
not impossible that like I've flipped Ronaldo Messi cards. You don't have to just flip modern players, and it's a lot
Exactly.
safer because you can hold on and they can
Exactly.
rise over time.
Exactly.
So
And you just can I interrupt you, Corey? Sorry, I'm turning into Gary Vee now, but
no,
um
you're good.
first thing you said the 80-20, like 80% legendary, the blue chip players, sometimes underrated
Right.
legend, 20% more risky gambles. But also you said you can flip the legends, and that's absolutely true. And I've done that too, even Tiger Woods even, but Ronaldo and Messi and stuff like that. And I don't know where the stigma is in the soccer card industry, but yeah, there's a lot of like you have to flip young players, and that's not necessarily true.
Yeah,
So
I
that's a
would
good
say
point.
that there's not one way to do it, right? Like there's not
Never,
one correct way to do it.
never.
Like I've heard like yeah, you have to flip young players like you and hold legends, but you don't. Like
Oh,
clearly we've both, proven that you don't have to do that.
yeah,
And I've
exactly.
actually so going along with the 80-20, I've also been like 80-20 and flipping versus holding.
Oh yes, please
And
explain this. Please explain. We were talking about this earlier, right? So,
yeah, so like
mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
most of my investments have been legends, and most of my investments, or uh, I
Flips.
guess investing is more long term, but most of my card purchases have been flips.
Right.
So like I'm literally flipping mostly legends or basically legends. Like I mean, Ronaldo, Messi, they've already established, right? Like if they retire, they're cemented in history as
Yes.
some of the greatest players ever.
Oh yeah, top five.
Mbappe, like, he's more of a risk because he's young. He hasn't done it for as long. Like, yes, he won
Exactly.
a World Cup, and yes, he's safer than a lot of the other younger players, but he's still not like locked in,
Right.
and that's why I sold him because I figured like I'm going to have another opportunity to buy in him. I still
Exactly.
believe in him. I just thought for that price, it was a good time to get out and maybe reinvest later. when
Exactly.
these prices go down.
Exactly, man, and that's an excellent point. Like some players I buy too, I'm thinking, oh, I think they have a really bright future. I'm still gonna sell them like a 2x profit or 70%, 50%.
Right.
Especially in it's hard to pass up. And you said because you're starting out just in soccer cards, right? So
Yeah. I've only been doing this for like 4 months.
4 months. So it's a while, but it's not a year. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But like a lot, you're flipping most of the cards I hear.
Yeah.
But it might be a mixture of young players plus some established modern players, from what I hear. Right? It's not just
Correct.
so that's kind of where your portfolio's at. So why? I
Yeah.
mean, if for the people who don't understand, tell people why you're kind of flipping a lot of cards.
So right now I'm trying to establish like a cash reserve so
Yeah.
that I'm trying to flip, invest, and then also get into like grading cards. And in
Right.
order to do that, you have to have a cash reserve. Like you have to pay for fees. You have to be able to,
Yeah.
those eBay fees, bro. It's no joke.
Oof. I
And
just
you
got
have
my
to,
eBay fees last month. They killed my bank account. Anyway, sorry.
yeah. So, and I didn't have a ton of money to start investing into soccer cards, like, or any cards. I started with $60, right?
Yeah.
And then I eventually was able to put more money into it. But yeah, I'm just trying to build it up, and that's why I'm flipping more. Because
Hmm.
ultimately, I believe in the card market long term. So I'm trying to
Right.
flip in order to buy into long term investments.
Okay.
And
Okay.
even PC, right? Like your
Yeah.
personal collection. Like I have cards that I may never sell,
Oh
like,
wow.
or if I do, it's going to be a long time. Like if I really, if the price is right or I need the money,
Right.
like I'm not afraid to sell, but I have cards that I just want for myself because I love cards. Like that's
Yeah.
the whole point of this is to have fun, and it's just like it's an added benefit to gain, you know, money. Like what's
Exactly.
more fun than having a hobby that can earn you money?
Exactly. I mean the money is great and you need it, but it's just also thrilling because like if you're a huge soccer fan, the opportunity of seeing different artwork pieces of Messi and Ronaldo and Neymar, I mean it's just very I don't know, it's exciting. Honestly, I thought I'd get bored by now. Straight up. I mean, I've been in this for a while. I thought I'd get bored by now. I'll move on to something else. No, I'm still here. So, yeah, like you said, yes, and that's crazy. You turned $60 into a little bit more than that. Maybe kind of say the 4 digits, right, or 3 digit.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
portfolio is like I just sold some off to pay for student loans. So like
Good. Good. Yes. Yes. Yes.
yeah, you got to pay your student loans. There's no way
Yes.
around it,
I
right?
know. I know.
So
Oh, government. Anyway, sorry. Sorry.
um I would say like 2,500 to 3,000
Oh
is my
wow.
portfolio now.
Wow, that's good. Yes.
And
Yes.
like I mean, right now I'm holding a lot of stuff. Like I just sold a few things to pay for student loans, but I'm
Right.
holding a lot and I'm trying to work more like at my
Gotcha.
job in order to fund, right? Maybe it's like
Yeah.
10% that I put in to
Right.
add to the portfolio so that I'm doing it like smartly.
Exactly. Exactly.
So,
I mean, that's very good. I mean, because if the more you work, since you have the, I guess, time to, right? If you have time, opportunity to do side hustle, I would encourage do it, as long as you don't get burnt out, all right? Because any
yeah,
extra
you got to
side,
be careful.
yeah. Because I was working as a waiter last year, and as soon as I went back into the restaurant, I was thinking, how do I get out? Like the already, and then any cash I make, I call that Lionel Messi money. I call that Neymar money. I call that Pulisic money. You see what I'm saying? So they
Yeah.
didn't. So people didn't understand it at first, but yeah, like you did, I built that up. It's like a slow wheelbarrow. I feel like it's harder to do in this market now since everything's not booming. But I mean, who knows in the future, right?
I feel like I definitely got in at the right time
Yeah, same
because
here.
the whole market, I mean, you couldn't just buy anything, right? I was still doing
Yeah,
research. I was being smart about my purchases. You can't just buy anything and expect it to go up. But at the same
exactly.
time, a lot of cards were going up because
Yeah,
the market as a whole was growing in demand.
exactly.
So, but I feel like right now we're in a weird spot where, like football cards have gone through the roof.
Right.
Like American football has
Yes.
literally, I mean, if you
Odell
would have bought a few
Beckham.
months ago, even like you'd be making a lot of money on football
Yeah.
cards,
I just sold off
depending
some
on who
Dak
you bought.
Prescott. Yeah.
You said you sold some Dak Prescott
Yeah, I
just
sold.
recently?
I had to
Yeah.
sell some because I'm doing a PSA submission. I have a SGC submission, COMC submission. So I need money. So Dak Prescott, bye bye. I sold my Luka Doncic though. Oh, I feel so sad about that. But R.I.P. Luka, he's gone. But I know.
You
Anyway,
could always buy Luca back too,
true.
eventually.
I might just buy like later maybe some other Luka card though. I mean I have a few hoops rookie, so I'm cool with that.
Okay,
Anyway,
that's cool.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, and you need that cash in order to continue funding
I
things.
need that.
Who
I
knows?
yeah.
Who
Sorry,
knows
go.
when you're gonna get your cards back from PSA
Mhm.
or
I mean, is it good?
SBC? Like it, I mean, it might
Oh
be a
my god.
year, it
It might
might
be a
be
year. I might
eternity. I don't know.
I might live in a different country. Oh my goodness. Like come on, PSA. And they say oh, do you want to talk about the PSA price increases?
I mean,
Is that a good segue? Yeah,
sure.
I make up these good so what so wait, first of all, are you trying to do a PSA submission or some sort of a
So I bought the 2018 Donruss soccer set.
yeah, like I did, yeah.
Like when I think that was like a month or two ago is
Okay.
when I bought that, and like it hasn't really like taken off yet.
Mm,
But the rookie class in that class is so good that
I have to agree.
I was thinking about grading all of them that like
Okay.
look decent, right?
Yeah.
I'm still considering that, but I have to build up my cash in order to do that because it's going to be expensive.
Yeah. It's gonna be expensive.
I don't even know if it's going to be worth it. Like I'm not sure. I don't know what to do honestly about it.
Here's the problem because if I don't know who you're choosing as a grader, but if you choose PSA, they have a maximum declared value. It doesn't say declare value. It says maximum declare value. If that makes sense. So that means you have to say what is a Vinicius Junior rated rookie in a PSA 10 form. So
Right.
that's kind of how PSA gets you. And a lot of time, if you don't think a card's a 10 or a high 9, like 9.5, oh, it's not really a good profit margin. But
Yeah. I
that's the
mean,
thing.
I've looked at most of them. Like I have a magnifying glass with a light
Yeah.
on it, and I wipe it all down and I clean it, and then I look at all the corners, the edges, like make sure it looks
Good.
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 And there's a few of them that I think look really good that could be worth
Bro.
it. But the thing is, I wanted the whole set graded because I think that'd be really cool.
Mm,
But I don't
yeah.
know that it's worth it because some of them I know they're not going to grade well.
Really?
So
Oh,
I mean, I don't think it's going to be worth it.
wait, first of all, are you trying to do a PSA submission by yourself or with a group submission?
Um, I was going to do it by myself, and then I
What?
realized that that is probably not the best idea.
Because all of a sudden PSA says, "Oh, this $20 option. Oh, we're gonna get rid of
It's gone.
that." Yeah, yeah. We did a PSA magic trick. I think disappeared. I mean, $50 for the cheapest card. That's gosh. I mean, that's a lot. Sorry,
I
but
can't do it anymore. Like I would have to go through a group or
yeah,
SGC. I could do SGC.
yeah. Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
you could do SGC.
I like SGC. Like I like the look of it. I like the black slab.
Yeah.
I'm not a
Same here.
huge fan of the font and the way that the text looks, but
Mhm.
that's just my personal opinion. But I also know that SGC's been around for a long time, and
Yeah,
it has enough buzz maybe to continue to grow.
I think so. Yeah.
So I think maybe long term that could be a good play of like, sending some of the younger guys to SGC and
Yeah.
sending like, your Messi, Ronaldo, like high premium to
Yeah, the
PSA.
high, like the, what do you call it? The parallel 2014 Prism or rookie card or something like that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And then also stickers. Like I
Yeah.
just got my most recent one that I got was a Cristiano Ronaldo sticker. I actually
Mm.
have it. I might be able to
Oh,
show you.
we gotta see. We gotta see Cory. Come on. Oh, he got the 2006 World Cup. Oh, that's fire. Hey,
Yes, sir.
that looks pretty clean. Can I see the back?
298.
Yeah, 290. Oh, that looks pretty clean, man. Hey, that might be a good graded candidate right there.
I know, like the edges look really good. The
Yeah.
printing on the bottom looks like a little bit off, like it's like tilted a little bit.
Yeah, that's
But
a problem.
yeah.
Maybe,
But
yeah.
it looks really good. Like the edges and the corners are really crisp, which is
Yeah.
sometimes rare for stickers because they're so
Yeah.
flimsy.
So flimsy, and I tried to get one of these Gnabry stickers graded. I said no, this is not gonna happen. because as soon as you touch a card, maybe if you like twist it the wrong way or like out on accident, it just turns from a PSA 9 to a 6 like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta be super careful.
Yeah, I mean, but the stickers, if you do get it graded, it's definitely worth it. If you get a higher grade.
Right. I mean, I think that one could grade pretty good. I don't think
Yeah.
that it's a 10 though, just because of
Yeah, I don't think
the
so.
printing is a little off, but I don't know. I've never graded personally, so
Okay.
like I'm really new to it. I just
Okay.
know that there's an opportunity there.
Yeah.
Like if you can get the right card graded, but
Exactly.
you got to have a lot of money, especially now, to send to PSA. So,
I know, man. It's like I did a bulk submission with KK Sports Cards, and they
okay.
charge you after they evaluate the cards. I'm wondering because they only send nines and tens, and I'm thinking, oh, are they gonna accept every single one of my cards? If they do, I owe them a lot of money. I gotta get that somewhere. So, I mean, yeah, man. It's grading. It's honestly, I've been buying graded cards more than submitting it because it just feels like a
Me too.
difficult and a lower profit margin process now.
It's definitely a lot harder to make money grading right now, I feel like, than it was, just even a couple months ago. Like,
Right.
I mean, they've really upped the prices recently.
Yeah.
So it's definitely tougher. And with more people figuring out like the strategy of, that is a thing, that I
Yeah.
mean, I think it's gonna be more difficult, but I think that if you're really good at it, like you can still profit, you
Exactly.
know? So
I mean, true. I mean, if you know what you're doing, if you're highly calculated with it, the thing is like, if I want to send my World Cup Prism, Messi and Ronaldo, I gotta choose the highest service because they're gonna be quick to upcharge you if you choose a lower service.
yeah,
I don't want that.
definitely.
I don't know how strict like SGC is with it or BGS, but still like SGC, it still takes 52 business days. I'm waiting on my SGC submission right now. Fingers crossed it comes back before the end of the year, bro. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And
Bro.
I mean 52 days, that's like
That's business
that's
days.
a that's an estimate, like that's probably
Yeah.
not exactly. It's probably gonna be a lot longer than that, honestly.
Yeah, man. And them and PSA. Have you heard of PSA doing like this new like update style where they'll like notify you what your card is doing?
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
thinking, okay, it's gonna be in the box first 50 days. 2 days later, they grade it. That's not really an update. That's just they're not really because they said they took out the turnaround estimates, so they just gonna take all the time in the world they need.
Bro, I don't know what they're doing. I
Okay,
think
it's in the box. 50 days. Okay, we scanned the barcode. That took 20 days. You know. Anyway, sorry.
they need I don't like they need either more people, they need another whole PSA like place.
Yeah, like a
It's
facility.
just not it's not working right now. And I mean it is tough because there's so many new people. Like I feel like that's really why they're upcharging because they have so many cards coming in that they're all back
So,
ordered and like they're trying to slow down so that they can catch up.
and
So
I
I
understand.
mean
Oh, sorry. Go
they're
ahead.
in
Go
a
ahead.
tough spot, but it's like for us, we have to be careful, especially if you're on a low budget. Like I don't recommend grading cards in order to build up your bankroll. Like I think
Not at all.
that you got to do something else in order to kind of have that luxury of being able to grade cards.
Yeah.
Like I still am not able to do it because I want to be able to trade, like quickly.
Right.
So it's not really doable for me right now.
Right.
But for other people that have more money, it's totally doable. So
Exactly. I would say at least $5,000 minimum. Like
yeah,
in terms of portfolio value, if you want to do. It sounds like a weird number just to throw out there, but like that's how it was for me. I just did my first group submission just like recently, like in September. And I've
okay,
been in the game for a while now, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
everybody feels like I can't be a sports card guy if I don't grade in it. But rock card flipping and rock card, that's a great way to go. You know what I mean?
for sure.
Because you can just buy and sell, and if you do it through COMC for soccer cards, that's instant. You know, I mean, but
Yeah,
sorry, so I gotta keep talking because
no, you're good.
COMC, I think I've been looking at PSA's balance sheet. Hey, they can afford a building. They can afford workers. I'm not gonna front. PSA, you guys are nice people. Hey, but I looked at their balance sheet because they are a public company. Dog, they got money. I'm not. Look at their balance sheet, bro. Go to YahooFinance.com. Yeah, they.
I believe you.
Yeah,
I'm not sure why they're. I don't. Maybe they are going to expand. I don't know.
maybe. I think they should. I mean, they got a facility in California. Hey, everybody's moving out of California, man. They gotta get a facility out here in Dallas or something. Sure. Or Austin or Indiana.
Maybe you could work for them.
No, I'm good. I don't want to work
They're
with them.
not coming to Indiana,
They're,
bro.
they're,
There's nothing here.
they're gonna work me like a dog. No, I'm not coming to Indiana. No. They're gonna work me like a dog. $15 an hour to grade cards. No. But anyway, have you tried COMC?
Yeah, I've bought from there.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever sold anything on there. So
Yeah.
I've only bought like something that I wanted, or like I sent my grandma for Christmas a Christmas idea last year. I sent
Ooh,
her
okay.
the card that I wanted, like on COMC, like the link,
Yeah.
and she got it for me for Christmas. I actually have
Oh,
that one
wow.
too.
Hey, let me see.
Uh, It's a PSA 10 Matthew Stafford Bowman
Ooh.
Chrome.
You out here showing cards now? Okay. Rookie PSA 10. That's crazy, dude. Then
Yeah,
what other cards you got? Just snuck down there.
bro, I got a whole stack down here.
Hold on, we doing mail days? Hey, you go first.
I think so.
You know what? Let's do favorite cards right now. Some of the favorite
Sure.
shit right now.
So that Bowman Chrome Stafford, she bought it for like $50, and the last one sold for 180,
Wow.
and it's
What the
only
heck?
been like, I mean, less than a year.
Yeah.
And I mean, Stafford isn't. I mean, he's playing okay this year, but he's not like. I mean, the Lions are my favorite team. I will always love them, but they are so hard to watch.
I know, like,
They tear my heart out every week.
and the Cowboys too are hard to watch. Jeez
Oh
Louise.
yeah, we
Like,
feel each other though.
we feel
Yeah.
each other on the highest degree. Let's see some
So
cards. Cory's
My
cards.
my uncle got this for me for my birthday like a
Okay.
few years back. It's a Bobby Lane 1957 vintage card,
Ooh.
PSA 4.
Okay, taking it
It's
all the way back.
yeah,
Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
nice little
1950s.
throwback.
Jeez, I bet
He
that's went
was
up quite a bit.
yeah, he was a quarterback for the Lions. Like he's one
Okay.
of the best quarterbacks the Lions have ever had.
Okay.
Um, this is one. There's gonna be a lot of Detroit stuff because I'm a Detroit fan. This
Okay.
was
I
a
respect it.
Sekou Doumbia.
Ooh. Oh, I like that. Is that a silver?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a silver PSA 9.
Jeez. Oof. How much you get that for?
I actually bought this one recently for
Okay.
I think it was like $100,
Okay.
around $100,
Yeah.
and it's
Not bad.
lower than his PSA 10 base.
Huh.
And from what I've seen, the PSA 9 silvers usually outsell the PSA 10 base over time,
They should.
and that's why I bought it. And I also think that he has a real possibility of becoming a star.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know much about the young rookies of today's basketball, but yeah, I just kind of shook my head in the green. But anyway.
I bought this one. It's a little dusty. Second.
All right. All right.
I bought this one just for myself. He's my favorite player of all time, Calvin Johnson,
Heck
Megatron,
yeah.
PSA 10 rookie.
Ooh. Heck yeah.
This card is so cool looking. I
I
love
know.
it with the fire in the background.
I love that little. Is that an insert or?
Yeah, it's 2007 score hot rookie insert.
I like that.
So
That's looking clean. Oh,
I love
Megatron.
this card.
I
And
used to remember all the touchdown catches he had against the Cowboys. Oh,
bro, he went off
oh,
against the Cowboys that one year. I
oh
think
my
actually
gosh.
2 times he had really big games against them.
I know. I don't want to keep talking about it.
Sorry, sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
My parents got me this one
Yeah.
for Christmas. It's a Kenny Galladay autograph
Oh,
rookie
wow.
patch out of '99.
Dang, fam.
Yeah, he's
Jeez.
my favorite wide receiver. He's a beast.
Jeez. Dang, man. You got a lot of stuff in that little car over there. Dang, bro. You better be safe with those, you. Don't
Yeah,
want nobody
I'm in a
coming.
good spot right
Oh,
now.
okay, you're in a good spot. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
This one is pretty cool. It's a
Ooh.
2017 select
Ooh.
Ronaldo patch,
Dang.
which I know that patches like aren't the most sought after, but I think they're cool.
Heck yeah. Heck
And
yeah.
this one my girlfriend actually got it for me for Christmas.
Yeah.
So that was a cool present.
Heck yeah, dude.
And then these are like the big ones.
Uh-oh.
This is the PSA 9 Tiger Woods rookie
Yes.
card.
I love Tiger. Hey,
The
I
GOAT.
got a very similar looking card right there. Look at that.
Oh
I got
yeah, I
a
see it.
Tiger Woods.
Is
I
that a
got,
picture? Is
yeah,
that a picture
picture.
or
I got
is
my
it
new.
signed?
No, heck no.
Oh,
Fine. That's gonna be like 10 times more.
yeah,
What the heck? That's gonna be like, hey, sell me all your cards. Heck no. This is like
right.
my whole little new wall. But anyway, dude, PSA 9. That's probably what, $150.
Yeah, it's getting up there, at least from
Yeah.
last time I saw. I know that it kind of fluctuates, but I mean the Masters are coming up back to back because they had to reschedule, so they're
Yeah.
gonna play literally back to back Masters, and he's the
Gosh.
greatest golfer of all time,
Yeah. So
the reigning Masters champion. Like he
yeah.
could win again. Like
Even if he
I
gets
mean, I
like,
think he could.
even if he gets like 15th place or something, people be like, ooh, Tiger. You know.
Right.
So
I
that's
mean,
great.
even if he doesn't win, dude, like he's cemented,
Yeah.
I
I,
mean,
yeah. He's one of them goats. If
he's a
not,
good
he's a cultural icon for sure because of the Nike and the whole thing like
right?
that. Yeah.
And his comeback story.
Yeah, comeback story, the all of that, and you're wearing a Nike hat right now, so.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Representative.
yeah. Dang, man, that's
Um,
crazy.
this is the last one I have to show.
Yeah.
This is so I bought this recently. It's my most expensive card. PSA 10. Matthew Stafford.
Oh wow.
Contenders rookie auto.
Jeez. Jeez.
Yeah,
Dang.
this one's really cool.
I like that. On card auto, that's fire, man. How much was that?
It was like $300.
Oh, well, not bad. I mean, the autograph, PSA 10.
Well, and I was looking at like other quarterbacks, and I thought that Stafford has done more than most of these guys, and he's less
Huh.
price. And I just thought he was underpriced.
Yeah.
Plus, he's my favorite. He's my favorite quarterback. So
True. True. And that's a whole PC thing. That's fire, dude.
right.
Awesome. Well, I don't really have much to compete with that, but it's some simple 2014 prisms, but I got a bunch of these. This is just an example of what I have. I was trying to I like Bentham. I like him. I was trying to get up a lot of those. Man, the
He's
2014
been really
prism.
good. He's been
Yeah.
really good lately.
Scored 20 plus goals, man. I mean, Youngmin Son, that's my homie. I'm trying to get a lot more of him just for collection. It's a gold standard,
Bro,
149. I
nice.
like the back. I like the back look. I don't know.
He's a goat too. I love him.
Yeah, dude, he's like a Korean goat, man. He's crazy. Of course, got to get that World Cup Prism one. It's like $20 right
Nice.
now. It's okay. And then got that Dirk Select. This is like a 2015 one.
Oh,
The Blue Select. It's like
is that number?
yeah, it's 249. Yeah, it's like
That's
a
solid.
yeah, bro. I just got a little bit of solid cards. I like a user Bayos. I got a few of those. Figo World Cup Prism.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
what's that one on the left? That red one.
The user Bayo. It's a whole entirely separate set for the 2014 World Cup Prism. It's a tribute set because he passed away right before the World Cup, and his nickname is the
Oh,
Black Panther and stuff like that. So I thought it was a cool
okay.
little card to get. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I
Yeah,
got
that was really cool.
thanks for yeah. I got a lot of 2014 Prism. I don't even want to tell anybody how much. It's insane. It's not a healthy number. It's not healthy.
That's
But anyway.
that's probably healthy for your bank account though.
No, because well, I bought a
I
lot of
mean,
the World Cup prisms like way earlier, and I'm buying them now.
right.
So I didn't really buy much after it hit the peak. Although I did buy a few Suarez and Hazard, so I lost some money there. But I mean that's the thing. You gotta lose money and to learn, right? Because I was buying
Correct.
Suarez for $30. I bought a few of his for $30 a piece, and that was like 7. So
I mean, it's part of it, right? Like
yeah,
you have to take calculated risks, and sometimes it doesn't pay off, but you get to learn, what you did wrong, how you can apply it to your next purchase.
yeah, I did a lot wrong there. I learned a lot. I said, "Oh, everybody's saying buy, buy, buy." I said, "Okay, I'll follow the hype train." Didn't that
Right.
never worked? That never. And now everybody's kind
Go
of like in the
against what
middle.
people go against the crowd is what I
Yes,
am learning.
the most influential crowd, like the
Right.
like the heavy influencer, like the Gary V and the Logan Paul. I'm a whatever they say, and if people listen to them, I want to go in a different direction. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
And I mean, for them, right? Like, it's like if they're holding long term, like they're not concerned about a rise, like right now, they're not going to sell it.
Exactly.
So, like, because I've heard Gary Vee talk about this so many times because he gets so much crap for like, oh, pumping and dumping. But he said, like, and I believe him, maybe, I mean, I trust him.
Yeah,
I
me too.
feel like
I
he's
do.
genuine, but, like he said that he's not pumping and dumping. He's just very passionate about it.
That's the
So
thing. Imagine me or you, we'd be like posting our cards and people would be like blah 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 blah, and now we can't post cards. Like,
Yeah, I mean that's unfortunate.
because
But at the
yeah,
same time, we have to realize, like, just because he said it doesn't mean that we should buy it right now because it's probably going to rise.
yeah,
Like with the Devin Booker, when he posted about that, the Devin Booker cards shot up in
thought,
price, but now
yeah,
they're back down. So maybe you buy it, you wait, and then you buy.
right. And that's the thing. You let the hype die down. Like, even for the stock market world, we see a lot of people going after Tesla. Tesla. And it's like, okay, let me get any other stock besides that, because that thing just went through the roof. I said, let me get any other thing besides that, sure. And yeah, and it's very true. And that's, you just gotta be smart, and I think believe in what you do. Because I was buying some weird stuff back in March with all this World Cup Prism, and even now I'm not even necessarily buying a lot of soccer cards, So
Right. Yeah, it just changes like throughout the year on what is good to buy. Like
yeah.
it just depends on the circumstance. There's so many things you have to take into consideration, like when you're buying. So you got to do your research, and that's actually something I wanted to talk to you and ask
Please,
you about,
please,
like,
please.
because I've that was a frustrating thing to hear when I first started getting into sports cards. Like everyone was saying, do your research, but they wouldn't tell you
How to do
what
it?
to research, how to research. So I was
Yeah.
wondering, like, I mean, what are some just like basic things that you do when you research?
I mean, I can even show you right now on the internet if you want. I can share my
Sure.
screen. Shoot, let me see how I can do that. Give me a second. Oh, wait, can you see my screen?
Yep.
All right. Sometimes Zoom is weird, so let me know when you can't see a screen.
Okay.
eBay,
We're all good right now.
all good. COMC. I'm just going off right now. I'm not gonna sign in, but like for example, I want to. Zoom is weird. I want to pull up another tab. So let me know at all if something malfunctions, cause these things be weird.
Okay.
All right. Oh shoot, I'm about to reveal some of my stuff right now. I'm about to reveal some of my.
We're,
Okay,
we're getting
basically.
the inside look today, aren't
Oh
we?
no, I was trying to hide this stuff right here. I was trying to hide all of this. All the smoke was trying to be hidden. So yes, I have all this stuff right here. By the way, eBay sports card portfolio and the Donruss. So, what do you mean by? You gotta help me out, Corey. Like soccer cards. Like what do you mean? Like just when you want to buy a card?
Yeah, like what's the process of you like deciding you want to purchase it? Like what makes you want to buy the card basically? Like what are the signs that you look for that you're like, okay, this is a good time to purchase?
Okay, that's a good question. If you have the market movers tool, I would go in there and see like first of all, hold on, sorry. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. This whole Zoom thing is weird. I gotta get used to it. No, what happened? Oh my gosh. Hey, sorry. Hey, stick with me for a second. Oh my goodness.
It's all good.
Oh my gosh, what is going on? Okay, there we go. So first of all, you got to make your sports card watch list. Hey, I talked about this a few months ago, but I'll do it very quick. Like, what are some, first of all, you got to do your own research, right? Just at least like a few brands first.
Right.
So ask yourself, like, what era are you interested in, right? And what is it, vintage? I mean, really talk to yourself. Really dig deep with yourself. 1990s, 80s, etc. Right? Modern. You got to ask yourself, what's the product, right? Do you want only boxes? Packs? Do you want singles? Do you want a lot of cards? I mean, you want stickers? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Self-awareness. And then, who are some of your favorite players? This actually is what I'm doing. Like, a lot of people will say Messi, and I know like you say Ronaldo. And my boy Les Alex, shout out to Les. What's going on, bro? He says Ronaldo or Neymar, or I mean, what is it? Pele. So figure that out. And then maybe and then look at brands. Like, you got to look at brands. Like, there's obviously Prism, right? And then there's obviously Optic. But there's also a bunch of Tops, Chrome, and Merlin. There's a lot, okay? That's all I'm saying. So you got to ask yourself all these type of questions first. What's your budget, right? That's the most important thing. Is it 100? A lot of people, it's a $200, something like that. So we have to answer these questions first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So did you want to know, like, for you, Cory, or you want me to explain it for like very new people with little money?
I just wanted to know like what your process was, basically.
So okay.
So like, yeah.
Let's look at 2014 World Cup Prism, right? Because this is what I do on a daily, low-key. All right. I like to go on COMC because they have a nice database. The prices might not be as accurate, but let's just look, right? So I search up World Cup Prism base. Because the base cards are very popular. Let's just say I want base. So we got all these players coming out here. And let's say I like, certain players. Like, let's say I want Neymar. How much is he? You know what I mean? So we see all these bids going off. And we can buy him for 45. Well, I'm going to search up this exact card on eBay. Because eBay's got some pretty reliable sales, at least.
Right.
And you can search on other websites too. But these are like the main two websites I use. Because sometimes social media, it's difficult to find out which cards. And then I'll go to buy it now and see like what is the, best offer for a card. Right? I like to type the number as well just to make the searches easier. So that's just like an FYI. So he's number 112, right? Hey, and if I'm boring you, hey, let me know. Hey, I don't want to make this boring. Like,
no, you're good. I'm just focused on what you're doing.
Oh, okay. 112. So he's about $40, the cheapest you can buy. Okay.
So what I'm saying is you like to do basically like, really hone in on what you want. So like you have to be super specific.
Yeah, what do you want?
And then also like comparing, because I've heard like, go on eBay to compare prices, but it's also really beneficial to compare prices like throughout different websites.
Yeah, different websites. I would say, but I don't know. I stick with those two, but other people who like different websites, they can do them. And I check multiple.
And I know Market Movers, like you mentioned Market Movers, they have a good tool too to look at prices, price history.
Yeah.
Because I've used Market Movers myself. That's how I did a lot of my research.
Okay.
Just through there.
Yeah.
And then looking at comps on eBay and, like what I like to compare the player that I want to other similar players.
Exactly. And that's what I was just about to show you. Like on the spreadsheet, literally, hey, what you said, man. Okay, let's just say 24 because I'm choosing this set because it's most popular. Or whatever, Let's stick with what you said, Cory. You want to stick with the brand, right?
Right.
Because that way make it very simple. 2014 World Cup base only. Neymar, you know what I mean? Pogba. Well, actually, I already know all the prices for these cards. So. Suarez. Messi, you know what I mean? And Ronaldo. Go through, compare the cards. If you have, and ask yourself, what is your strength? If you know a lot of these players extremely well, then you'll be able to figure out, prices, right? Rather easily. Right. So here's the prices, like roughly on average for all the players. I already know all this stuff, sorry, but you know what I mean?
Good. You're ready, man.
Yeah,
you come prepared.
I come prepared. Like They already know all these prices. You know what I mean? And find out all the star players or like the hyped up young players in the set and compare their prices too. Hazard's about around $12. See, I already know all this, but so I
That's
mean,
good.
thank you, bro. So compare all of this and think to yourself, is Ronaldo or Messi worth the premium compared to Neymar? Do you think Pogba is going to come back stronger than ever? Manchester United are trash right now, but do you know 2014 World Cup Prism? Remember that Germany won, and Muller's $8, and he was an integral part. So I mean, ask yourself, like, who do you think stands out to you for what particular price, and make sure that aligns with your budget too. If you have a $200 budget, maybe you can get a Ronaldo and a Neymar and a Pogba, but not Messi and Ronaldo. You know what I mean?
So it sounds like we do a lot of the same stuff, which is cool.
Yeah.
Cool to hear.
I don't use market movers because I'm like, ooh, if it goes down, 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 that's like a psychological trick that make me want to buy. But that's not necessarily always the case.
I gotcha.
So what were you gonna say? Sorry.
No, I just wanted to know your process because we hadn't really talked about it in depth before.
I know. But now we're doing it. Cool. Hey, off camera too. I can show you. Yeah, bro. And then the sold, I look here for sold, and like, you know, have you heard of 130 point sales? You can track exactly how much they went for. Okay, I'll show you real quick. So if you don't know already. Oh, whoa, okay. Sorry, computers are retarded sometimes. 130 point eBay sales. Okay. And then you go to this 130point.com/sales. And then let's stick with this Neymar example. Okay. Copy and paste. I'm pretty sure people know how to do that, so I don't have to explain.
Yeah. Hopefully.
And then I do all sold items, include best offer, yes, and then let's submit this. Right, and then it's gonna load because, you know, oh my gosh, technology is slow. But but anyway, here we go. So we see all these regular things, right? Auctions, best offer. See, this one says $600 and it says $525. So they show you actually what the best offer is.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually really helpful.
Right, because this one says
if you go on eBay, you can't see what the best offer sold for.
You can't see it, so you go to this website and then you search it up, and then you can find out like exactly what the price is. And also, the cards will have a different price, like raw valuable cards. It depends on the condition. So it's kind of tough. That's why I like to compare on COMC to see what an original price is sometimes. You know what I mean? Yeah,
because on COMC, I know that they have like different things you can search.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like because they have their own kind of grading system, like of, you know, what they think the card is.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
I mean, and that's the thing. If it on COMC, like I did the submission to them. Oh, I hope it comes by this year. Oh my goodness. But you know what I mean? It'll tell you if it has a surface scratch or, you know, corner or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
So here's another thing. 2018 Prism Mbappe. You can go look at, you know, how much each card costs and stuff like that. So there you go. New era is $200. Child, please. Hey, none of us. What the heck?
Dude, I cannot stand the new era look. Like, that's just my opinion, but I do not like the look of that card.
Yeah.
Like, I just like the normal one way better.
It happens. And also, like, let's say you're an Mbappe fan, right? Let's say you want his French kit, right? Something around World Cup time. So you can go Mbappe, and you can go to the France team. You see where I'm at? And then click that. And then you can go through all his French cards, and then you can compare the prices for each of those as well. You can write that down in your spreadsheet or compare it somehow on, what do you call it, market movers.
Right.
But one thing about COMC is if there's a new release like Euro Select, it probably won't be on here yet. That's the only problem. See, like
Yeah,
it's
because it takes a while to get in their
yeah,
system, like for people to send in.
most
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, a base Donruss is $12, and that looks a little bit more intriguing compared to all the other stuff I see. You know what I mean? I'm not
Yeah.
going to buy. Hey, look, I'm not a financial advisor. You know, do your own research. That's my disclaimer. But you know, you see what I'm saying? So this is kind of how I do it, my man. Optic, $37. That's the first optic I've seen. So you can kind of compare Mbappe's optics too with others. I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I can show you something if you want for base sets. What I do,
Sure.
because I know you just said you bought a base set. So
Yeah, I bought the 2018 Donruss base set, and well, like with all the inserts too.
yeah.
Well, not all the inserts, but
Oh.
six sets of inserts.
Oh
So there's
wow.
300 cards.
Dang, that's more than what I got. Dang. Because we were talking about we both bought the same Donruss set.
Right.
So here it is, 200 cards, right? So you can go look yourself and then see like which players are valuable. Here's the rated rookies. Rookie cards are obviously the most valuable. The first rated rookie is gonna hold high value for soccer.
Hmm.
So you see Alfonso Davies, Vinicius Jr., Phil Foden, Hakimi, blah blah blah. So
And these were actually some of the first like cards with rookie on it
exactly.
in soccer.
Some
Like
of the,
I
not
mean,
the first, but some of the
right.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing as well. So 2018 Donruss Soccer complete. If you want the full set, search up complete set. Okay, and then a lot of
I know,
times,
dude. I whenever I check for the price of this, because I like to keep my eye on it,
yeah,
it always comes up with like these
I
these
know.
cards where like you can complete your set, but like that's not what I want, you
That's
know?
not what I want though. I know it's retarded. I go to see that doesn't help either. Product set, there's still 500. So I just say, hey, give me everything over. I know it's over $65. So. You know what I mean? I just say what is over this, if anything is available.
Yeah.
So there's oh my gosh. So there's one selling for $1,200, not worth it. Um, see there you go. There's
That's
a
not gonna sell.
I know there's a rated rookie set for $225. So it sounds very simple, but go in here, search a 2018 Donruss rated rookie, right? And literally just look up the most valuable cards, how much each of them are worth. Vinicius, Alfonso Davies, Sancho. Go see how much all of them are worth. And you know what I mean? And it's not easy. It's tedious and it takes a lot of
It takes
time,
time. Yeah.
but you can
I
do it
actually just did that like last week.
really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I wanted to see like what value it was because what I did was I just did individual. I literally listed every single individual rookie card and what their price was, added it up,
Yeah.
and it was more than what I paid for the whole set already.
Yeah. And I'm sure exactly, dude. And I'm sure two sets for warning. First, the valuable cards might come in bad card condition. I literally have a whole pile of messed up cards from sets. So that's the thing.
Yeah,
But also, maybe market movers, there's a more, effective way to search up all this stuff. Right? So, you know what I mean? So this is literally what I do, man. I'm not even joking. It's literally what I do. Foden, $15. Hakimi's worth like 3. And after I'm done with all of that, I scroll all up. I press help. I'm on Google Sheets, by the way, and
yeah,
I
yeah.
sum it up. So it says 118. I don't know about all the cards, but then if they say best offer, I'm obviously going to make an offer because, oh my goodness, why wouldn't I, right?
Why not?
Why not? And then I press 1 to see how much they need to increase offer by, and it says 170-ish. So this one, since I don't care about this, I might offer 150. It's a sharky offer, but they don't have to take it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah.
I know I'm kind of I'm kind of a savage when it comes to this stuff. See, there's an Optic Hollow England set. You know what I mean? No Jaden Sancho. Never mind. Never mind. So you guys, oh, $800. That not worth it. So you guys gotta, look, and you gotta calculate all those cards up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If that
and
makes sense.
actually some of the base ones sell like not even rookies like the Ronaldo, Messi, Mbappe, Pulisic,
Right.
Werner. Like those ones sell for a decent price too.
Exact. And that's the
And
thing.
the inserts.
Yeah, and that's the thing about those bases. Like Ronaldo might be only $5, but hey, 5 plus 5 is 10. Plus Mbappe, two Mbappes plus two Messis, De Bruyne, Hazard, all of them add up.
Yeah, for
You know what I mean?
sure.
And then
Yeah.
what I'm doing is sending a lot of those cards to COMC. But then again, that might take a year or 3 months. I don't know.
Yeah, you just never know anymore.
Yeah.
How long you're taking a risk there when you send your cards to grade or process or anything right now.
For real, bro. And so did that kind of help answer your question about the whole research part?
Yeah, I think it's really valuable for people because I know, like, for me, when I was first trying to research, like, I was just kind of going off of common sense, like what I thought
Yeah,
I needed to research because
exactly.
I didn't know, like, everyone said do your own research, but like they wouldn't say what to research. And for
I
me, I
know.
wanted to be very specific in what I was doing in order to be successful, right?
Exactly.
So I think it's valuable for people to understand like what you need to research and to be, really focus on one thing. Like, you can
Yeah,
focus on
one
just
thing.
one brand or
Yeah,
one player. Like you can really be successful if you just really hone in on something.
exactly. And I was literally gonna make a video about that. I'm gonna release it maybe after this one. I don't know, but I tell people you gotta be a master at something, not a jack of all trades. Because
Right.
a lot of people say work on your weakness. For the investing world, there's too much stuff. I ain't working on no weakness. I have
We'll
all
never
the weaknesses. I search up
we'll
nine.
never get it accomplished if we continue to work on our weaknesses.
Never.
Like there's just too
This
many cards, bro.
I
There's
don't
millions of cards,
like. They
you
say
know?
search up vintage. I don't care about knowing all these guys. No offense, but that's gonna waste all my time. So let me stick to what I
Right.
want. Maybe or maybe not. That's 2014 World Cup Prism. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm a little bit out. But what if I want to be a master at 2014 World Cup Prism? Then I'm gonna study what are the prices of Hazard, the popular player. Here's his base. Oh, it shot up to 17. Dang. Anyway, nonetheless, I want to know what the parallels are worth and what the matchups cards are worth. So I like to go on Cardboard Connection. If I want to, let's say 2014 World Cup Prism. All right, 2014 World Cup Prism, and then just learn the set. Or you want to all the Messi cards. Learn those. There's a lot though, but learn those
Right.
cards. There's a lot, dude. There's like over
Yeah.
10 rookie cards and stuff. So
Right now, I'm trying to focus in on Select. Like that's my brand that I really like across soccer, football,
oh, you want me to cut that
basketball.
out? That's a Cory secret. You like Select? Do you like 2015 Select?
I like every single year
Okay, I'm searching
because
2015.
like what was the first? I think the first year Select was 2012 for basketball and football,
I think so. Yeah,
same
yeah,
as
yeah, yeah.
Prism. And
Mm,
then soccer is 2015, right? Is
yeah,
the first year.
yeah. I got it right here.
I'm kicking myself because I bought the. I mean, I'm over it now, but I bought the
Good.
2015 full set select of soccer for like
Ooh.
$30,
Oh my gosh.
and
And that's a
and
first set. Yeah.
and I sold it for like 90, and then it went up to like $500
Dang,
right
bro.
after I sold it. Like,
Dang. Yeah.
It was a tough one to swallow. Like, see, now it's back down to like 300. It looks
300.
like, but at the peak, you could sell it for $500.
Wow. I mean 200, but still it's $200. It's not really. Because this one doesn't offer like a Pulisic rookie or Rashford. There's no really intriguing rookie.
Yeah,
It's just a bunch
yeah.
of first year, if that makes sense.
It's just the first year select, which is like the main draw for that set.
Yeah. I mean Sterling
But I
could be
mean,
interesting, but
that's the thing about taking profits is like you can't really beat yourself up about
true.
tripling your money, right?
Yeah, you can't.
Like
Yeah, you can't
there's
at
no
all.
way of telling when the peak is.
I
Like you
literally.
just have to make an educated guess and be okay with your profit margin.
Yeah, you have to be okay with it. Once you sell it, don't worry about it unless you want to buy it again later, right?
Right.
But you know, I could have sold so many 2014 World Cup Prism Thomas Muller's for $70 and 90. I said no, I'm long term, and Muller is the most fantastic Bayern player, and then his price drops to like $5. But I'm still holding on to him, but still, it's just like, you know what I mean? And I can't beat myself up for that because I could have made a ridiculous amount.
Yeah.
But just don't do that. I wouldn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Learn
Yeah.
from
It's
that
just
mistake.
better if you set like a profit margin that you're okay with, selling,
Yeah.
and just execute it, right? Because if you do that and you put that money back into something else and you use that money to profit on that, like you're still profiting. Maybe
Yeah.
you profit even more than you would have if you held, you know?
Exactly. And you
So,
know, when the economy's doing so bad, when you know, with the pandemic there's like permanent layoffs and stuff like that, a 2x, 3x
right.
profit, it's not bad at all. You know?
No, definitely
No.
not.
I mean, shoot. So I mean that's really how I research sets and stuff like that. I mean, I use Card Genie Pro just a little bit for just to compare macro trends, but like, man, that's really all I do, man. Like, I mean, a first
Yeah,
year
that's cool.
Messi's like $20. I mean, yeah, that's not bad. But I mean, so that's basically how I do it, Corey.
Very cool. Yeah, I feel like that's really
Yeah.
valuable.
Okay, good. I should keep that part in, right?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Okay. I'm like cut out the part where I showed all my nah. I'll just let you guys have it. Hey guys, just as a little Brandon Chung secret info, like, so that's my sports card portfolio. Maybe I'll let you see it, but not anybody else. See this is some of the stuff I make. See, 2016 Select Soccer. So I was looking at that. I was comparing every single player, well, valuable player. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you just gotta, figure out all. See, look at all the sets I had. 2014 Topps Chrome MLS, Topps Finest, Showcase. I was doing. See, I tell you, I'm doing that so many times. So, Topps Chrome Bundesliga. So, I'm gonna
But
stop. What's
it's
up?
the same process over and over again,
Mm.
like for each set. So I feel like
Yeah.
it simplifies it, right? For you of like, you already know what you need to do.
But the thing I learned though is well yes, but the thing I learned though is a lot of these sets sometimes have young players like 2018 downwards, and we've seen Sancho go down like $20. We've seen Havertz go down 10 or 20, Foden go down 10. So some of these
Yeah.
sets have the young players being the most valuable part of the set. Then now you got to be careful. You know what
Right.
I mean? But something like 2015 selects a lot more safe because your most valuable is Lewandowski, Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar, Sterling, and stuff like that. So you're going to be a lot more safe throughout. You know what I mean? If that
Right.
makes sense.
And I know like with the 2018 Donruss, the rookie class in that set specifically is like incredible.
It's
Like I don't
incredible.
know how they picked all these guys to be rookies that year.
I don't know how they got Alfonso Davies right. That's what I'm trying
Yeah,
to
bro.
figure out.
That's crazy.
I mean
That's a
Vinicius.
yeah. Vinicius has scored, I think, in back-to-back games now for
Jeez,
Real
man.
Madrid.
Yeah,
So
man, that's crazy.
I hope he does really good. Real Madrid's my favorite team, and he's really fun to watch. Like if he can continue getting better finishing wise,
Yeah,
because he's really good on the ball with his dribbling, like, and
yeah,
he's very attacking. Like he has a really good attacking mentality of
yeah.
taking players on.
Oh yeah, Vinicius is.
So
Mhm.
yeah,
I
he's
mean,
a baller.
he's a baller. He's a hungry dog, that's for sure. Man, so what else do you want to ask me, Corey? I wanna get some value out there.
Um, there was one other thing I was gonna ask you, but I
You
forget.
forgot? Dang. All right. Dang, bro.
Oh
Yeah,
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 I
yeah. Please,
remember
please,
now.
please.
So, what is your like? I know your strategy for researching, but like, does your strategy change on a monthly basis, weekly basis, on how much you're flipping, how much you're investing, the 80/20? Like, does that change over time, or like? Because I know for me, I am flipping now, but over time, I want to get into more investing. So I'm flipping now so I can invest in the future. I just want to know, like, if your strategy is changing or you're kind of sticking to the same game plan.
That's an excellent question. Me, Brandon Chung is Mr. Unpredictable. I don't know. Brandon Chung is Mr. Unpredictable. I don't know what I'm going to do next. At one point, I was hitting up Facebook. I was like, "Hey, what's up, Facebook?" And I'll stop sharing the screen. Yeah, at one point, I was like, "Facebook, da da da," and I was trying to get all these little deals like Erling Haaland and Havers and da da da. And in another second, I was buying Tiger Woods cards. So I'm weird. I'm switching that. In another second, I was buying Neymar. I bought Select. I will say that I have that's at my house already somewhere. And then I buy in bulk. Sometimes I buy in singles. And then now what I'm doing, my trend lately is buying the graded soccer cards because we just talked about how ridiculously difficult it is to grade a card, right? So why don't
Yeah,
I
there's
just
a
get the
weight cut
graded
on
card?
there.
You know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm kind of all over the place, man. But if I feel like it depends on my financial situation, because right now I have a little tight on money. I don't know who else be saying that as a YouTuber. In terms of, I
I
got
feel
a
you, dude.
PSA submission, SGC submission, and right now I kind of have a problem. I have a lot of holds, a lot of Tiger Woods cards I just bought. I don't want to sell. A lot,
Mm,
Messi cards I don't want to sell. So I'm like, you know, I'm trying to be at least maybe 25 to 35% of flipping, because that way I can generate some of the income. But because I buy something 3 months and I sell it, at 3 months later. You know what I mean? I just
right.
keep doing something like that. Okay, this card's been here for 3 months. I can profit, maybe sell, depending on I don't know. It's hard to explain, man. Because if a Havertz optic, let's say I bought him for 50, and he goes up to 150. Bye bye.
See ya.
Go. See you later. See you later, alligator. A Tiger Woods card, $100 goes up to 200. But I'm gonna make
Maybe,
a
maybe.
yeah, maybe. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's very different for me, man. You know
I
what I mean?
mean, yeah, it makes sense. And I feel like for me, like I'm trying to get in so many different ways
Yes.
with, flipping, investing, different websites.
Yes, different
Like
website.
I trying to like just join a bunch of Discord groups, and
Yeah.
that was actually one thing that I did when I bought my Mbappe besides just, comparing prices, is I looked at like the demand and the want to buy section of like so many people were asking for the Mbappe Prism, and it was
Yes.
only like $150, and I was like, I see the demand growing for this, so I thought that that was like an
Smart.
added thing,
Yeah.
that could make his price change.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you hit it on the nail, man. And it's like, okay, I call it two things: one in the market, one out of the market. I don't know if you know what that means, but in the
Yeah,
market. Okay, me and you and everybody else who loves the sports cars, like the whole Discord community, Facebook community. You know what I mean? That's in the market. Out of the
Right.
market, it's like your mom, my sister. You know what I mean? It's general people. It's just soccer fans, like YouTubers. So in the market, it's very good to know what's going on in there. So that's awesome. You look at Discord. Another thing, Facebook, man. People be talking. Brandon Chung, he's looking. You know what I mean?
You're
I don't.
giving out the secrets.
I'm giving out the I'm just giving it away. Investors, they say, they look at social conversations. I say, if stock market investors do that, why don't sports card investors do that too? I don't know, but hey, I'm looking at the social conversations, seeing what's up.
Right.
So maybe right now I like Tiger Woods. I like some of these, established players. I keep saying that, but next week I might be like, ooh, Mbappe. Like you said, Pia. The demand is seeping in. The Champions League's about to start. They're about to verse Manchester United, I think. I don't wait. No,
it's
maybe
super like event oriented.
exactly. And I know Champions League. Oh my gosh, boom, big time.
I mean, yeah, that was huge.
Huge.
Could you imagine if he would have won?
Yeah.
If he would have won, dude, that those cards would be, you wouldn't be able to buy them.
I mean, it would be just a remarkable return. That's the thing. There's not only, like you said earlier in the episode. See, we come for full circle when we're on this Brandon Chung interview, right? But Cory, I know you said there's not one right way to do things. That's what's wrong with the school system. You know what I mean? But if you go down a slope,
don't even get me started.
Sorry,
on school.
I know that's a different conversation. That's a different conversation. I'll have you on a podcast in the future. We talk about that. But there's 1,000 ways to go down a slope. People say only buy vintage, only buy safe. But Mbappe, what if he could probably give you like a 2x return in like a month? I would do that just to take a risk. I don't know if you would. Yeah, you probably would. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's a calculated risk, right?
It's a calculated risk. There we go.
It's not just like throwing something in the dark. Like, there's research, there's evidence behind it, and there's reasoning behind it. It's not just like, oh, I hope that this goes up. I have no idea if it will or not. But you buy knowing, right, it could go down or up, and you're
very volatile.
When you purchase something, that there's risk there. Even if you buy a Ronaldo or a Messi, like, there's still risk there. It's just it's mitigated. It's lower.
Yes, let me break a sports card myth right now. Just break. I'm a breaker guy, right? Okay. People, I don't know if you know this, but like a lot of vintage, they're like saying buy it now is a great investment for the long term, right? You know what I mean? Like Messi rookie cards, like very safe investment. Have you heard that?
Yeah.
So my thing is, it can be too expensive though too. I mean, $115,000 for the Mega Cracks Messi PSA 10. That's could be overpriced.
That is crazy.
I mean, his other cards, his Mundi Chromo. I have the Barca Campeon right there, and a couple other cards. It's like 3,000, 5,000 for a PSA 10, but that one's 115. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of vintage that could come down in price because it's overpriced. So I think, you know what I mean?
There's also, I would say, like, it depends on what you want to do. Like, are you looking at holding on to it long term? Because then, if you're looking at that, like, there's an argument to be made that it could rise still. Because if you look at the soccer card market as a whole, if there's still room to grow, maybe it's too high right now and it goes back down. But if you hold for, I don't know, 20 years.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
I know what you mean.
It'll just rise over time, most likely, at least from what I have seen on Legends.
Because they might do this down, but then they might do this. I get what you're saying. Yeah, that's very smart.
You just have to decide, like, am I buying this for, 20 years, 40, even 40 years down the road? Like, or am I buying this for a short flip? You know.
Exactly. Very good. Cory, that's why you're on the show, man. But but that's
Yes,
true.
sir.
Like Jaden Sasha, what did you say? Okay, the Euro 2021, right? You know what I'm saying? What if he performs well? What if he does a crazy skill move during that tournament? Then maybe that's your timetable, and his price drops. So right now might be a time to pick it up. I'm just speaking hypotheticals, but you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
There's always an opportunity, right, to buy
yeah,
or sell depending on the circumstance, no
exactly,
matter what player it is.
exactly,
So,
yeah,
yeah, you just gotta know what you're doing, like you just gotta
yeah.
research and don't be afraid to fail. Not every single card that I bought has gone up,
Same
right?
here. Oh my god, I got a lot of stories about that. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. What do you have a story to share of a bad purchase or something?
Yeah, well, okay, I have a couple. Um,
Or-
I bought a Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Oh
No
wow.
number or no. I don't know if it's a no name or no numbered card. It's
Okay.
like it's an insert his rookie.
Okay.
Um, and I mean it's not a big loss. Like I bought it for 30, it's 20 right now.
Yeah.
And but the thing about it is that I thought when I bought it, right, it would go up because he's a hype young player. The playoffs are coming. But what I've noticed in baseball this year is that I was wrong. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's a young player and he has potential, but there hasn't been enough hype around like players like him, like Ronald Acuna
You're
Jr. Like
right.
that's another one that I bought. He got hurt like 4 times this year, and his price went down. He's playing now. I think he's healthy again, but I sold him in order to pay for your student loans. Him and Juan
Wow.
Soto. So I believe in them long term, right? But it's like what we
Right.
were talking about. I still believe in them, but I felt like now was a time to get out of the investment. I didn't make any
Yeah.
money. I lost money, but I
Dang.
thought it was smarter than holding for a year when I'm trying to build up cash. Like I'll take my loss, I'll put it into something else, you know, that I think can rise quicker than holding for a whole year, right?
Exactly.
So, and then with the Stafford card I bought for 300,
Right.
it's
Right.
actually gone up a little bit. It's right around the same price, but
Okay.
I thought, maybe I just thought he was too underpriced considering, he's the fastest to 40,000 yards in NFL history.
Yeah.
Like he has a lot of stats, but he doesn't win anything because the Lions
They
are a
suck.
joke of a
Yeah, they suck.
franchise.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Yeah.
So I wanted that to rise. I don't think it's going to. Maybe it does. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I'm okay with it because he's my favorite player, right? So even if
Yeah.
it doesn't go up, like I still have a really cool card.
That's an excellent point, man. I mean, and here's, and that's a good thing. If you love the player and you want him for your collection, of course, and then that's all good. But a lot of people want to make money and invest, right?
Right.
One thing I did, I don't know if this is a mistake, but I'll be back. Oh, can you hear me still?
Yeah, yeah.
I bought this card back in February. This is the Messi PSA 10 autograph.
Oh,
Yeah, so I got one of them, the number 89 Barca Campeon. But
holy crap.
I know, yeah. I love
That's a
this card.
beast of a card, dude. Oh
Yes,
my
sir.
god. Is that your
Yes,
favorite one that you have?
my favorite one.
Yeah,
I could
that's
just look at it
crazy.
all day. Thank you. Yeah, I had a chance to buy another one, if not two of these though, because I really had it down between Joel Embiid or Messi. Somehow I don't know how. Joel Embiid or Messi? Who should I buy? I was thinking, ooh, Prism or Mega Crack or what is this, Barca Campeon? I said, let me go with Joel Embiid. Dumb mistake. So I bought 4 or 5 Joel Embiid Prisms. That was like $500, $600. I could have used that money and bought another 1 or 2 more of these. or PSA 9, which was 100 at the time, and a 10, 200. So, but that didn't happen. So I lost. And then the World Cup Prism, I could have sold a bunch of molars and chavis at $50 and $70, but I could have made. I don't even want to tell you how much, but
Yeah.
I don't even want to tell you how much. But you know, it's okay. You learn from the mistakes, and you use those mistakes to enhance your skills, get better. So anyway, I'm gonna put this back.
Okay. Oh, another thing that I've noticed, like that I've learned from a mistake was that I bought a Pulisic Select rookie, the one with
Oh
his
yeah.
when he's in his USA jersey. I bought
Mhm.
it for like 30, and I
Wow.
sold it like a week later. I literally got it in the mail, and I think I sold it the same day for like
Wow.
$55 or $60. Because I was like,
Wow.
wow, that rose a lot, you know?
Yeah.
And then it goes up to like $300.
I know. I know.
So like a lot of mistakes that I've seen is like just, selling too early, but I still made profit.
That's good
But
though.
it's like, dang, I could have had, I could have had $300 versus 50, but
I know. And it's
you
like,
know,
but I have to say, I have to forget about that and then move on. I just have to. I just have to. You know what I mean?
yeah, because dude, if you sit and think about it, you just beat yourself up
Speak yourself.
and
I
get
know.
frustrated.
You get frustrated. No, you gotta take that advice and then move it somewhere else. You know, try
Yeah.
again. Don't give up. Just keep trying. You know what I mean? But
And
effectively.
something that I learned from that actually was I noticed that he gained a lot of momentum, and the
Yeah.
price was rising so quickly that if that ever happens again, like where it rises so quickly that it literally doubles before I even get it in the mail, like I'm just gonna ride it out for a little bit, because when there's so much price momentum like that, like it's really hard for it to dip unless he, maybe broke his ankle or something.
But he
You
did
know,
though. But he
which
did
he
though.
which he ended up, getting hurt later on after he was popping off for a while.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that was something I learned.
And I notice in like the first of all, you always know when to buy. People always know what they tell you, right? I think you can agree on this. Hey, buy this, buy it. But guess what? They never say, sell this, sell this, sell this. People never know when to sell. They only know when to buy. Hey, I don't know when to sell either. I could have sold
It's
Luca for
hard.
2. I only sold him for like 1100, which is really incredible. But you know what I mean?
I think you have to stick to your plan. Like,
Yeah.
like you have to almost work backwards, right? Like on a golf course, right? Like Tiger Woods, he works backwards from the hole.
Yeah.
He tries to put himself in a position like, where do I need to be on my first shot in order to have a good second, in order to have a good third shot? So like he looks at the hole and then plans from there versus vice versa. And I feel like that's what we have to do in sports cards, of like, what's my end goal, and then work backwards from there. Like,
Yeah.
what are the steps I need to take to get there, instead of like working from the beginning and trying to get to the end goal. Because
Exactly.
then you don't know what to do. Like,
Yeah,
you
and
don't
not at
have any
all.
vision.
You need to have the vision. That's very important. Let's say you want to make $1 million sports card portfolio. Then you got to work backwards. Okay, you got to make 500,000 first. You got to make 250, and then 100,000, 75K, 55K, or 50K, 25K. You gotta, that's just a numerical thing if you want to do it like that. But also, you gotta say, okay, I gotta have a few really nice, valuable pieces like a Michael Jordan PSA 10 or a couple of LeBron James PSA 10s. I need that for $1 million, so I can get these
Right.
later on the road. Right now, I need to start by flipping. So flipping first, you know, so something like that. Yeah, it's what do you call it? Reverse. It's something like a reverse strategy. It's so effective. It's what all successful people do.
Exactly.
So
Yep.
true. Okay.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do in order to
Man.
build up. For the long term, I have to do short term flips. And I
Yeah.
wouldn't have been able to come up
Exactly.
with that decision if I wasn't able to see the end goal. And
Yeah.
like, later on, like I have to have super valuable pieces in order to get to, whatever the monetary goal is.
Yeah, yeah. Some people have a monetary vision. Others just have a more intrinsic vision. Like, I want a few Michael Jordan PSA 10s. That's my dream. So they have
Right.
to. They obviously can't buy that at first, so they have to work backwards and say, "Oh, I'll need a PSA 8 Jordan, a PSA 6, and then I'll need even less valuable pieces, and then work their way up."
Yeah.
Okay, so I think this video is a little bit long for some people, but I'm having fun. But so
Me
any
too. It's
like
been a blast.
one thing I want to talk about before we go is like what is like your future plans? Because you talk about writing articles, so tell people about your articles and like anything your future plans.
Sure. So,
Yeah.
well, first of all, I have an Instagram,
Yes. Yes.
Cory
Yes.
underscore cards,
Corey
which I've been
underscore
post.
cards. Go
Yes,
follow
sir.
that right now. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
So, I I actually hit you up on Instagram
Yes. Yes, you
because
did.
I've seen so many of your videos, and I was just trying to reach out. I thought your
Thank you.
content was, very valuable. You seem very genuine,
Oh,
and then
thank you.
we connected, from there. So I would say, you know, my advice is like to people who are trying to start is like don't be afraid to ask. And that's something that I got from you, like,
Yes.
it's never going to happen if you don't start, or if you don't, like, you have to create your opportunity. It's not going to
Yeah.
just fall out of the sky, right?
Amen. Yes.
So that's how I ended up writing was Keenan Rivals has the High Upside show on YouTube, and he was looking for someone to write articles on soccer cards because the Champions League final was coming, and he wanted an Mbappe article. And I just DM'd him on Twitter saying like, "Hey, like I know Mbappe, I know soccer cards, I've proven it through investing in trades that I made." And he was just like, all right, like, it was really that simple. I just had to ask. So I wrote an
Yeah.
article on the top 10 soccer cards and stickers of Mbappe to buy, um, which that came out right before the Champions League or right
Mm.
after. I don't remember. It was around that
Oh
period.
no. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then from there, I
Yeah.
actually got in contact with someone at Card Hops, which is Sasha T is the owner of that. And so now I'm writing articles weekly actually for them on sports card investments through their Discord. So it's been a lot of fun. I'm really
Yeah.
loving it. I love writing, and that
Yeah.
was something that I always felt like I was good at. So
Yeah. That's awesome, bro. And I told you, man. I told you. I said you never know what happens. And literally the next day, bro.
it was crazy how that happened. Like I DM'd you.
Yeah.
We set up a
We
FIFA get
just played
together.
each
We
other
played
on FIFA.
FIFA, just played for a while.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
then we were talking about like opportunities, and
Yeah.
you never know until you ask. And then the next day I was able to write the article. And then from that, like I got another opportunity to write, and
Yeah.
who knows what it's gonna grow into.
Who
And
knows
now I'm on this podcast, like
what's up with it? What's you now
bunch of
you
opportunities.
yeah, you're on the Brandon Chung show now, man. Yeah,
Yes,
so
sir.
that's the last thing I want to say, man. Anybody watching this, go figure. If you don't know, find what your talent is. What are you really, really good at? Because your talent, you'll probably like your talent as well. That's the thing with it too.
Right.
You like sports card writing, and you like to actually write. Me, I'm good at the whole sport, so and I love it too. So go find
Oh,
your.
you're doing a good job.
Oh,
You're
thank you,
doing a good
sir.
job
I
at it.
appreciate it, man. I'm just trying to keep on, giving values. And we got to run this back later, but
For
none.
sure.
Yeah,
Definitely.
nonetheless, man. Okay. Anyway, guys. So Cory, that was Cory, man, and that was Brandon Chung. I thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Go follow Cory's Cory underscore cards.
Yeah.
Cory underscore cards. Go follow that account and look at some of his cards. And is your sports articles, like, where can people find the articles?
Through the High Upside Show. I know if you follow on Instagram, there's a link on there that you can go and look at my article for the Mbappe, and then
Okay.
for Sasha T, like, you have to be in their Discord. So I'm
Oh.
not sure if you have to purchase that right now or how that exactly works, but maybe you can hit
Okay.
up Card Hops, Sasha T, and just ask him
Hit up
how to get involved.
Card Hops and politely ask how I can get
Correct.
involved. Politely, okay,
Yeah.
guys.
Be
Politely.
nice about it.
Be
Okay?
nice about it. How can I get to follow the Discord and read Cory's articles? Okay. That's it. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. It's been your boy Brandon Chung and Cory. Cory underscore cards. Thanks for watching.
Peace.
Peace. All right.